Hey everybody, Film Brown here at the Movies with Film. Tonight we're finishing up our Mario Bava Festival. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've kind of filled the summer up with some of the greatest horror films ever made by the Italian maestro Mario Bava. Tonight's film is 1972's Baron Blood, or sometimes called The Torture Chamber of Baron Blood, but Baron Blood, let's call it that for short. This film has Joseph Cotten. Okay, originally Vincent Price was approached to do the role, but he turned it down. And I believe even Ray Milland at one point was offered the role, couldn't make it work, and I think they did a good job. Joseph Cotten, of course, one of the great actors coming out of the Mercury Theater tradition of Orson Welles. So, can't go wrong there. Likewise, Elke Summers, who was sort of becoming a regular at this point in Bava's work, Ilsa and the Devil, and things like that, is in this film as well. The film, beautiful color, use of natural settings and castle, okay, nicely worked through. It does do a little bit of that which Bava was getting a little bit addicted to at that time, and that's too much zoom lens work. But what the heck, okay, he is the master, and if he chooses to do a zoom, I will accept it. Interestingly, as well about this film is, well, this film is famous not just because Mario Bava made it. Let me tell you a little story here. Supposedly, as the story goes, okay, notice I say supposedly, in the 80s, the Soviet Union was, well, drilling in Siberia. And they drilled this well, or this big thing down there, 6 miles into the earth. And, they go down there, and all of a sudden things are getting hotter, and they break through into a cavern. Now, as the story goes, okay, they pulled up their drill equipment, extremely hot, like 2,000 degrees down there. Wow, that's pretty hot. And they rigged up some equipment, okay, I guess some pretty sturdy recording instruments, and passed this microphone down into this cavern. And what they recorded were, well, screams and horror and terrible things, and you just wouldn't believe the kind of crap that they recorded down there. Now the story goes, okay, that these were purported to be the sounds of people in hell, that they had broken through to hell. And of course, well, you think about it, right? That's kind of cool. 6 miles down, right? But the Earth is pretty deep down there, so who knows? But this became actually the source of one of the first internet, rumors, okay, went viral out there in the 90s. And people were playing this sound. Matter of fact, listen, I'll play it for you right now. Pretty scary stuff, okay? What this is purported the idea, proof that hell exists. Well, as research goes, people were taking that and putting it on oscilloscopes and stuff and measuring the sounds and saying, wow, we got to measure this stuff if this is the case. Guess where that sound actually came from? It came from Baron Blood. Whoever started this internet hoax, okay, grabbed, when you watch this, there's a point here where Joseph Cotten in his wheelchair plays a recording of the sounds of people who are being tortured and things like that to his folks there, and he says, in the Baron's time, those sounds were real. Okay, well, it was those sounds that were used in the hoax. Okay, so if you heard about that Sounds of Hell hoax, okay, Mario Bava, okay, nothing he did, right? But somebody had grabbed the sound from Baron Blood and tried to sell that as something else, which really speaks to the power of those sounds in the Mario Bava film. Very often we think of Mario Bava image-wise. Well, his sound is pretty cool as well. Well, again, okay, famous for a number of reasons. One, it's our last Mario Bava film for a while anyway, for our summer incarnation. Likewise, it is the great Mario Bava, Making Bear and Blood, 1972, with that great stellar cast. And likewise, it is the source for a fun hoax. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Always love coming out here and talking at you. Roll 'em. I gotta get out of here.
Those recorded screams in the Baron's day were real.